Hi, you guys. We've been absent for a while on Mama She's Life with Family. Siraj wants to talk about Abraham and birthright citizens.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off with Abraham because this is about it is about birthright. There's so many things you can talk about birthright, but I'll just start off with that just from the beginning. Okay, but I do have something that I want to read because it's very important
We finally got the weather we like
for
in
me to.
Arizona. It's like
Yeah, this is much better.
60s and almost 70.
Okay, so everybody see. Well, this is the King James Bible. Okay, and I'm reading from verse 2, right? Or should I say chapter 2? It's a helicopter getting ready to come.
Yeah, well, they can still hear
Um,
you with your mouth.
thus the heavens and the earth,
Shh.
thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. All right, what is a host? If it,
It can be a lot of things.
a host is
The person in charge of an event,
okay.
or
Well, in the chapter 2? Why are they talking about a host? Because the host of heaven were finished. Okay, which meaning that there were some people around already, right? So we jump over from chapter 2 to um, the Abrahamic covenant, if you will. Um, God tells Abraham to get out of his father's house, Terah, and they're from Ur of Chaldee, right, which is in Mesopotamia. But and he says to Abraham, go to a land what I'm going to show you, and I'm going to give you this land, and your seed shall be like the sands of the sea. Wait a minute, but there was a host way before then, a whole, a whole world of people already existing, and all of a sudden he's going to make his seed like the sands of the sea. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about antediluvian times that was before all of this.
But what was we talking about in the car when I said something about Abraham? We was first talking about um, the pretty queen, the one that got her palms ate.
Oh, you're talking about Jezebel.
Yeah, we was talking about Jezebel, and then you jumped off into Abraham. But
Well,
I'm like, I
yeah.
don't know how you made that switch because they
Well,
don't got
because
nothing to do with it.
that actually came later though. But um, so what does this has to do with birthright citizenship?
I know what it was. You said Abraham is a Muslim.
Yeah, Abraham is Muslim. He's not Christian, right? Abraham is Muslim, or some people may say Muslim.
Y'all get him,
It's not
okay?
Muslim. It's
Get him.
Muslim, right? You can
No,
say
Muslim
Muslim.
is spelled Muslim. Muslim. And then Muslim, Moslem.
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Salam.
There's a difference.
Salam. Okay. So um, don't want to get off track because I'm telling you about chapter 2 of Genesis where the host of heaven is finished, right? And to make that plain, because when you go to the story of Cain and Abel, Cain murders his brother Abel, and then he's sent away, and suddenly he marries a wife. Where from? He doesn't have any sisters. He only has one brother, one father, and one mother, and he goes away and marries a wife. So that's maybe that because there was a host of humanity even then. Okay, so we
It's funny
dealt.
that you wait. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. It's funny that you chose Abraham because out of all the characters in the Bible, there's not that he's not interesting, but he's not like the ones who are most interesting to me, like John the Baptist, because John the Baptist was hung upside down, right? Because and
So they say.
like he's exciting. Peter's exciting.
No, he wasn't hung upside
Psalms,
down.
the Songs of Solomon. Okay, go ahead back. Go back to Abraham. I'm just saying it's
Okay.
funny how you ended up picking him. What's interesting about Abraham is that he had a lot of kids, right?
Well, yeah, because he was so-called promised that he was going to receive this land, and his seed was going to be like the sands of the sea. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
as if though humanity wasn't already here. So I wonder who's writing this narrative. Who's telling this story. Even though I know what it's about, it's a genealogy of a particular family that's going on, and the children that's coming out of those families is really what it's about. But the reason why I'm saying uh, Abraham starting off with the birthright citizenship is because those verses are very interesting. Chapter 2, the host of heaven, and then you get to the Abrahamic promise, and all of a sudden his seed is going to be like the sand in the sea, like nobody else was around.
Let
All
me
of a
tell you,
sudden,
you guys. There's I guess Trump passed his one of his executive orders was like anybody who lives in Arizona can get a certificate in many things. Like you can get. I think I'm going to go and get early childhood development, and then you were thinking about doing something.
commodities broker.
Like you can get all supposedly you can get all these things free. So I'm gonna take advantage of it
Yeah,
while we're living here.
I'm going after the commodities broker. But
Y'all look into that.
see, this is the Quran. Okay, and in the Quran, and this is the Al Baqarah, right? Verses 213. It says here, humanity used to be one community. Then Allah sent the prophets, bringing good news and giving warnings. He he sent down them. He sent down with them the scripture with the truth to judge between people regarding their differences. But none differed over it except those who were given it. That's very interesting. Okay. So in other words, this book was given. This book was given, right? And there was no problem until the book came. Then people started different.
I'm trying to think what he said that was true, and I said, I dare you say that on the channel.
What?
Oh, it's that he said he wasn't a Christian.
I'm not a Christian.
No, Abraham.
Abraham was not a Christian. Jesus was not a
But
Christian.
you weren't there, so
Moses was not a Christian.
you're too loud because we're outside. So how does he know that he wasn't a Christian? How you know?
How you know they hung Jesus on the cross?
Huh?
Huh? How you know he even existed?
Huh? Somebody calling you. Turn your phone off.
They're not gonna get an answer right now. Just
He be saying some controversial things, and I guess when it comes to history, nobody was there 2, 3, 400 years ago.
You believe that people believe that Jesus died on the cross, but you wasn't there. You believe that Mary was with child by the Holy Ghost, but you wasn't there. You see what I'm saying? So people have these arguments. How do you know? Well, how do you know? How do you know that you know?
You didn't have too much sugar. You need
No,
to bring it down a notch.
No, I haven't.
And I showed him my shoes. Look at my shoes I got from the thrift store. He was laughing at them.
Now,
Felines.
I'm gonna show y'all something.
It hurt holding my leg up.
Now we're trying to talk about birthright citizenship. This is why that's important, right? I think it's a made-up scenario, but it's an allegory to show you something that's real. So I'm gonna show you guys something. Birthright citizenship. Let's deal with that.
Why are you holding your mic? You want me to give you the piece to put it on your shirt?
Okay. Here's birthright citizenship. It's called.
Lord knows you don't need no mic.
It's called Jus Soli, right? Now I got it.
Give me it. Go ahead on.
Yeah, it's called Jus Soli, right? Meaning right of blood. It is a principle of nationality law. Nationality law. Okay. Law by which nationality is determined or acquired by the nationality of one or both parents. One or both parents, right? And so let me show you where this law applies at.
You ain't showing them nothing. You gotta hold it there for a minute too. Okay. What
The
is it?
law of Jus Soli applies in these
Okay.
countries. Okay. Now that was the law. That was the you saying with us that you have to have both one or both parents from a particular place.
I remember now because people keep saying that we're not related. And he'd been finding all these facts and stuff. And then that's when you got onto Abraham.
Oh well, yeah, that's
That's
part of
how
it.
it. That's
That's
how we got
part
on
of it.
there.
Yeah, because like, oh, I'll tell you, but let me get this out of the way first, right here, though. So now I'm going to show you the what I put up on the internet about Jus Soli, right? When you pull up about Jus Soli, you should see the same map on Jus Soli, except it'll be a lot more. It'll be South America also, except a small portion of South America. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you that on Google. If you Google it, Google will not show you the Jus Soli part of it anymore. They took the Jus Soli part down and only wanted to show you, right, the new stuff. But this is the old stuff, right?
I don't know if they can see that.
Probably won't be able to see it, but you'll see right there in the very beginning, it'll say Jus Soli, which is the right
Okay.
of blood, and which is land. You ever seen them those old movies? I think it was a movie came out where they were supposed to have these slaves, and people thought it was way back in the day when in actuality was into modern day. They had kidnapped these people and they got them on this plantation in the modern day, and they had these soldiers marching saying "blood and soil, blood and soil, blood and soil." What they talking about? They talking about birthright citizenship. Okay, and they'll kill you for it, by the way. But what Wikipedia did, Google, they removed the part about the Jus Soli. They removed the map from Jus Soli
Well, we're talking about Google now.
in the modern one. I mean the
Just
modern
get
one.
up off Google. Get up off
If
Google.
you look it up, Google. Forget.
No,
I
yeah,
almost
no,
said something.
yeah. You just
Listen,
get up off Google,
forget Google. Yeah, they ain't shit.
boy.
Um, because they changed stuff and they AI too. But so if you look up Jus Soli right now, you will not see this map right here. This is the old one. Okay. If you look up the new one, they won't have that on there at all. Why? Because
You're gonna get our
birthright.
channel shut down, y'all.
Let me read to y'all what Jus Soli actually really means. I have to go to the right one. Jus Soli is the same thing as Jus Sanguinis, which is,
Why is this important, and what does it have to do with Abraham?
well, and they aren't everybody crying about birthright citizenship, about it's wrong to target one group of people and blah 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 and all that stuff like that. Well, Jus Soli, right, blood, right to the land. Jus Soli, so you saying this is me and her. We from a particular land because our blood is tied to the land. So we have a child, a son, right? But we may be in Germany when she had that son. But guess what? When they do his genetics, it comes back here, not over there, over here. So he has citizenship to a landmass through me and her.
Too loud.
It don't matter where I am. I could be in Timbuktu. His Jus Soli and his Usainless rights are going to come from here, not from there. Okay, that's why this stuff is important. So The reason why some people don't want to take a DNA test, right? Because that DNA test is going to show you who you really are. And I double dare you to have a geneticist go behind it and test it. The 23andMe or the Ancestry or the whatever ones we getting, you know what I'm saying? Uh, the melanated ones we get where they showing us where our tribes. Have a geneticist.
What is that? It's a regular plane.
I don't know. Have a geneticist.
I can't hear you while that plane going on. Wait, I wanted to talk to you about this, like this sickness that's been going around. Like in December, we got really sick. Right? Was it December?
Yeah, it was December.
And whatever the virus was, that mug don't play. You better hope you don't get it. Because it just lingers around.
It takes a long time to get rid of it.
It seems like it moved from your head to your ears to your chest.
Mm-hmm. My back.
What you trying to say? My neck.
My back.
Sing the rest.
No. We're not doing
my
that.
My neck. My back. You shouldn't have brought it up. Why? What they got to do with the cold virus?
It has nothing to do with the cold. It has nothing to do with the cold virus. It was just a stale joke, if you will.
Yeah, you have a lot of those.
That's all right.
And then the fries, when you go out to a restaurant, the fries aren't even real anymore.
What does this got to do with birthright citizenship?
We're all over the place, huh? Yeah. That means we need to get out of here.
No, I wasn't finished with birthright citizenship. You said, what is it? Why is that important?
I heard a joke.
What's the joke?
What do you call a cow with no legs?
We're back at this again.
What do you call it?
You told me. I remember. It's ground. It's ground beef.
Ground, because it don't have no legs. It's beef.
Okay.
It ain't funny now, huh?
No, it's not funny now.
But you can't be eating no more ground beef for.
I'm like, what is that? What do you mean, a cow with no legs? Well, how am I supposed to figure out what that's supposed to mean?
He on the ground and he beef.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. So
yeah, this kind of stuff we go through right here. You ain't gonna get to the point of Abraham. I'm gonna take over the teaching of the Bible.
Listen,
you're supposed to talk about every book in the Bible and explain how it correlates to the world today.
Well, this whole thing is written in allegories. It's allegories. It's but
allegory.
What
does an allegory mean?
An allegory is
it's a story, right?
It's a story about
a parable,
a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a spiritual happening, but it's taking place in the physical, if you will.
It's not an allegory that he made me go to work.
No, I didn't do that either. You said God gave you that job. I didn't give you no job.
Y'all, that's what I got. I got to tell you what he said. So I won't tell you all the story, but I just prayed about getting a job, something that I know I'll be able to do with my physical condition and make a little money to help make the ends meet or whatever. And just mainly so I can have some money because I've been out of work and he allowed me this time off so I can heal, But when you don't have benefits, you're going to have to do something, right? Because they cut the Social Security, they cut that off. Medicaid, they cut that off.
Mm-hmm.
They've been cutting all these things, but the long and short is what was I getting ready to tell them about it?
You said God gave you that job.
Oh, yeah, I did. I believe that God gave me the job, because I enjoy it, which I wait to this part of my life to realize that I really enjoy children of certain ages. I like to be around kids and have fun. So I just like to be able to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that. And then he's going to tell me after I went in there with a certain agreement with them, they kind of changed the agreement. Even though I was transparent about my condition, they changed it all. And he said, well, you can stop saying that God gave you all these things, because if God give you something, he ain't going to take it from you. When God give you something, he's not going to take it back.
Mm-hmm.
But when God give you something, do that mean that you're not going to have difficulties and challenges?
Sure.
And everything going to go smooth?
Sure.
That's kind of what I thought. When God gave you something, you're going to move all obstacles out the way.
It doesn't work like that. You're not going to break into the into the heavenly without turmoil. That's just the way that it is. You got to die first before you can get there. You know what I'm saying? And no dying, no heaven. That's just plain. And I ain't talking about in the sky. You know, you can forget that. You know, don't nothing come out of there but rain. All right, but
No, he ain't.
yeah, no, it's
We gonna
it's
be
the
married
truth.
40 years.
Yeah, 41
No, 40. We got
and
married
one.
in 1980. We got married in 1985 in June.
Yeah.
So that's 40 years.
Uh huh. Anyways,
What
I
you
don't.
mean? What you mean anyway?
I'm trying to get back to
You're boring.
Abraham and the birthright citizenship. Okay, because
This pillow
I
fall.
what the birthright citizenship that people are talking about. The real deal is your blood. Okay, you can say anything you want to say. You can say, oh, you know, my family go back to 1845, and we grew up. Listen, Negroes.
Oh,
All right, whoever you may be.
be black people down.
White Negroes, black Negroes, Mexican
Niggas and
Negroes,
Negroes, black folk,
Italian
colored
Negroes,
folk.
whoever you are, Negro. Land and use of land only comes by blood. And if your blood is not attached to the land, everybody else is a foreigner. And
Because
this is the reason why Cain murdered his brother Abel. Because why? They're fighting over birthrights. They're fighting over birthrights. Okay? The ascend to ascend to the throne is a fight over a birthright. Esau, Jacob and Esau, right, was fighting over birthright. And people kill over birthright. You see? So that's why this stuff is serious. Because suppose that they actually was really serious about birthright citizenship and whose country is whose. Let's say that everybody take a blood test or a DNA test, and let's put it to the test to find out who you really are. We don't want to do that because it'll be a whole lot of ships getting up out of here.
I thought you said something else. Well, you done
Mm-hmm.
let the sun go down on your raft, so we got to go.
Yeah.
Let's say goodbye or good night.
Well,
Y'all have a good night. Hold up.
listen,
Hey.
don't let people fool you. Not even 23andMe and all the rest, because they will. Even 23andMe will try to fool you. Okay, but if you know, listen, how does a man that lived well over 100 years ago knew this stuff without the technology that we have today? And it's in a book about who you are, down to the T. You think
Excuse me.
do you think that
Do you think you need to get
the
off
U.S.
here because it's
snakes?
dark outside?
Yeah, you don't think the U.S. snakes know who you are? They know exactly who you are.
I hope y'all have a good
Okay.
night or a good rest of the day.
Uh-huh.
And I probably will be getting back to posting. I'm gonna probably be working more, but I still want to post
Right.
and be in touch with y'all. We have another channel too.
Wake up, blood. Wake up, blood.
We have another channel called Elder Files.
Right.
And on the Elder Files, we talk about things that we put in our memory from experiences. So if I could figure out how to post a link on this channel, we were supposed to be talking about things related to family, but specifically Elder Files. Elder Files are about things, life experiences, and etc.
Yeah. Hey,
Where he talks longer.
young fathers, check this out too, and grandfathers, if you're out there, start taking your granddaughters out for dinner dates. You'll be amazed at some of the things that you find out about them. We should start doing that on a regular basis. Take your daughters and your granddaughters on dates and talk to them and let them talk to you. It's amazing. Y'all be easy. Blood.